Hey, what's going on, everybody? In this video, we are looking at Sorare game week 30, I believe it is. Crazy, we're already game week 30 for this one. I'm going to go over some of my lineups from this week. As always, give you guys a bunch of value plays heading into the week. More can be found on my Twitter at BestDunks. I'll link it down in the description closer to game time. And in this one, I'm also going to give a little long-term strategy on Sorare that I've personally been doing. And before we go over these lineups, I also make a ton of videos about NBA Top Shot. So if you haven't been following Top Shot news, I put out some videos recently, a bunch of updates they've done on Top Shot, so check those out. One of the big drops here is the rookie debut drop. Keegan Murray was the prize of the $25 pack. It's down to 34 lowest ask. If we come over to evaluate market, you can see that if we go 30 days, was selling in the 40s and then has been dropping ever since to the low 30s now. So a little bit of a dip on some rookies, even though I thought for some reason that I talk about in the video that I'll link down below and you can find at the end card, that I thought rookies would be more valued after some news that they put out. So definitely check that one out. But now let's get back to Sorare NBA. So last video I built out a lineup common champion with you guys at the end. Going to be doing that again at the end of this video for this week. Well, this one did fairly well, came in 8,000, and Giannis, Curry obviously went off. Hero did really well. Jared Allen was a bit of a disappointment. This game was a blowout, otherwise he would have been in line for a big score. I think if he would have hit something in the 40s, Powell would have got me something in the 30s like he did the two games before, which you can't see on the screen. Might have came in the top 1,000. And just to nitpick a little on Sorare, I wish you could see how close you were to the top 1,000, because the only way to do it that I'm seeing is scrolling through all these. I mean, we scroll down, I had to load, and I load again. We're only at the top 40. So I don't really know how much I missed it by, which is a little annoying to me. Maybe there's a way. Maybe I'm just not looking at it. And then I only built one limited lineup because I have so many of my guys injured and I didn't go out and buy new cards and thought it wasn't worth it to play them in a lineup because I knew it wasn't going to win. I just trained them and got some extra points. But again, just missed on this. Jaren Jackson did really well. So did McCollum. Harris did okay. Kongu did not do well. And Powell did just okay. So really needed these three guys to have better games. I probably could have put in Larry Nance. And then if I upgraded a Kongu a little bit, I might have been able to win a prize on this. But didn't happen this week. So to start to find some value, I come over to the common champion. Look if any teams have 3 games on this bigger slate during the week, and we see that the Warriors have 3 games as well as the Lakers. Going to be probably going after them. They both have back-to-backs. Could see LeBron rest. We already know Anthony Davis is resting. And then for the Warriors, Curry, Clay could rest on a back-to-back. So that's some things to just think of off the bat. So let's look at some Lakers. Monday, we might get LeBron, Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves all resting. Some guys you could target could be like Rui, who it's kind of weird because it says he's still, or has his Wizards picture. But Rui had a 21 cap, pretty good value. On the Wizards, he hit a 45, hit a 25 in his first game with the Lakers, and that was just in 21 minutes. If he's playing without LeBron and Anthony Davis, could get 30 minutes and a score in the 30s or 40s. So I like Rui. We could even see some Lonnie Walker, who played 17 minutes, got 20, and has been out for a while before that. Could have a bigger role and bigger minutes. So I like those two guys, just assuming that LeBron's going to sit. They already said Anthony Davis is going to sit. But on a back-to-back, maybe LeBron will finally get a rest. It's been a while, it seems like. And with the Warriors, some guys you could target. If you think Curry and Clay are going to rest on a back-to-back and anticipating that, that's how you can get some really good value on the slate that maybe not a lot of people are playing. You could go to a Ty Jerome with a cap of 17. Hit a 42 when those guys were out. So he has huge upside. Another guy is Dante DiVincenzo. Doesn't have as much upside with a 25 cap, but I kind of like DiVincenzo. I guess he hit a 39, 37, so he does have some upside even at 25. And even when all their guys have been healthy, really, he's been playing a good amount of minutes. Not even a terrible play just overall. All right, now we're going to move on to Steven Adams still being out. Xavier Tillman surprised me with some pretty big scores. His price is down to just 12. Got a 28 and 25, so pretty good at a 17 cap still. The other one is Brandon Clark, who now has a 22 cap, but he hit a 33 in back-to-back games and a 25. So still a little upside on Clark. One guy I talked about last week because Rudy Gobert was questionable was Naz Reid. 19 cap. Rudy did end up playing, but he still got a 24 even with Rudy in the lineup. But Rudy could be out Monday, so Naz Reid looks like a pretty good option at 19. All right, then we're going to look at Nurkic possibly being out again for the Blazers. Trendon Watford at a 5 cap and $5. Hit a 13 in 25 minutes, which isn't great, but I mean, it's more than double a 5. Pretty low score for playing in 25 minutes, and he can definitely do better than that. Watford's kind of an underrated one if Nurkic is going to sit at just $5. So keep an eye on that news, as well as Eubanks. Eubanks up to an 18 cap now, but he hit a 32 here in 26 minutes, so pretty good as well with Nurkic out. All right, Tyrese Halliburton still out. McConnell's caps all the way up to 32, getting really high, but in the past 5, you can see he has potential to get mid to high 40s, so still some value with McConnell. The other guy I still like there is Nembhard, cap of 22, getting up there as well. Hit a 41 in his last 5, but been very inconsistent. The guys that have actually been going off for the Pacers, been Mathurin. His cap's up to 26 now, 240s in his last 5 games. And then actually Buddy Hield, he's going to have a high cap of 32, but he's been having some big games as well, a 54 and 2 43s. All right, then some value I've been playing a lot is Dwight Powell. His cap's still pretty low at 17, hit at 30 and 36, so almost like 2x value on that still. So Dwight Powell I still like as well for the Mavericks. And we can look at a guy I mentioned as well, Larry Nance, 18 cap. Seems pretty high, but he's hit a 27 in his last game. So still some value and upside to be had with Nance. All right, now that we went over some value plays for this week, I'm going to go over quickly my strategy for the long term in the season. And to do that, let's just open up Limited Champion. We'll build a lineup while we're in here. Might as well also. But guys I've been buying recently are not only guys that I think are going to make the playoffs, but I think they're going to win in the first round of the playoffs. Pelicans players, I got picked up CJ McCollum. Grizzlies players, I picked up Jaren Jackson. 76ers, picked up Tobias Harris. If we come down to my injured guys, Mavericks, got a Christian Wood who's injured, and another Grizzly, Steven Adams. So I like these guys because once we get to the playoffs, obviously you're not going to be able to use guys like, let's scroll up here, Lou Dort or Nerlens Noel, unless they trade him, Josh Christopher, these guys. So that's why you see most of my high-priced players are guys that are on really good teams, because I'm paying for the regular season to be able to use them, but also in the postseason, so I don't have to buy completely new cards for the postseason, hopefully, unless these guys don't make the playoffs or get knocked out early. So let's just build a contending lineup while we're in here. Going to go with CJ again and Jaren Jackson, which leaves me with a 27 left. Then I'm going to go Okongwu and Dort. And now I have 28 left. I would go with a Dwight Powell, or I could go Covington. Covington hit a 39 recently, which was crazy. But it seems like the Clippers are not going to be resting Kawhi or Paul George because they just did. I think I would go Larry Nance over Covington in that one and submit that lineup. Now let's come over to a common champion. For my common champion, got to go Luka with Giannis, and then I'm left with 24. If I go Curry here, I'm left with 14 each. And Curry does have 3 games. So now I got to find a ton of value. I could go Moses Moody here or Toscano, thinking that LeBron would sit, or Curry and Clay and Wiggins are going to sit. Draymond. Toscano hasn't been playing. Neither has Moody. But I'm going to go Toscano here. You can always change it before the contest start if LeBron is playing. And then so now I got 20 left. With 20, I would probably look at Lonnie Walker, assuming the same thing, or Kuminga, or Eubanks, assuming Nurkic is out, or Nance, or Powell. I think I'm going to go Eubanks here, hoping Nurkic and LeBron sit. And then I got 3 stars, 2 value plays here, assuming that some of these stars are going to sit. I guess not stars, but LeBron is a star, and then Nurkic is going to sit. So let's go with that one. All right, then that'll end it for this video. Hopefully you guys got something out of it. Follow me on Twitter. It'll be linked down below for more value picks closer to the start of the games on Monday. So stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you guys in another video.